ask me where I'm from the Caribbean, and I'm a Christian boy. Oh lad, oh lad. Nothing wrong with dancing, but our culture. No ways rotating, no. Don't let the devil tempt you. Christian from the Caribbean, and music is a part of.
Hey guys, and welcome back to your girl. It's fun with Giselle. Okay. And as you all can read by the title, today I'm going to be telling you all about another story time, because I think you'll like my story time for some reason. Okay, so I am going to be telling you all another story time, right, about a cat that I had, one of my pet cats in the past. Okay, this is my baby right now. His name is Simba. He is going to be with me today unless he decides to leave. So yes guys, anyways, I don't like to keep my intro long, so don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be notified when your girl posts another video, whether it be story time, reaction, challenges, or so yes guys, into the video. Okay, so this video is it's sad. To be honest, it's a sad story time. It's not like a normal scary story time. So I had a cat. He was gold color, like mainly gold, kind of like a ginger cat, right? And to be honest, that's been years now, and we tend to have a lot of cats. I know that I know his name because I have memories where I would make like drawings or describe the cat and write it down and put it into a memory folder that I had, right? So I'm not exactly sure as to what the cat's name, but we'll just call him Ginger this time, right? So this cat was my cat. That was the only cat by Simba. That was the only cat we had around that time, right? So he was basically the baby. When you have one pet, that's all your attention, everybody's attention is put to that pet, right? So that was the pet like that, right? So one day now, well, let me just tell you, he's a male cat. Male cats love to go and look for their girlfriends, the wife, they like to meet a lot. Or I guess that's just cat nature, right? So this cat would go for days, he would disappear for days at a time. And so it would be a normal thing because that's just how male cats is in particular, right? And so, like, I'm sorry about the chicken in the background, guys. So, like, this cat, right, guys, he would go off and he would go to meet. So when he go missing for days, we would know it's something normal. We would see him after a couple of days, right? So he would come home, see a little bit and go again. And so the cycle was, right? But then now, guys, okay, so how my home where I live is, our home is in front, right? Near the roadside. And it have a house behind our home. Well, it had a house behind our home, which was my mother's uncle's home, right? And my brother-in-law used to be down there lineman with him. So yeah, my brother-in-law went by him evening. I think they were playing cards or something, and just all talking and stuff. And so while they're sitting, right, playing, okay, I got in ahead of myself. So like normal, right, in the cycle, basically the cat disappeared again. It was normal for us now, so we didn't take it on. But we find like he going for a little more time than he normally does go for. So we looking for him, we asking for him, we're not seeing him. So what happened was my brother-in-law was down in the back in the evening, and they saw this cat running out from the bush because it has a lot of bush around my room. Yeah, they saw this cat running out of the bush on fire. Yes, guys, on fire. It's have animal cruelty out there. It's have people who are very evil out there. This cat was on fire, running out the bush. So my instinct would be to wet a cat, but you're not supposed to wet the cat. So they took I think it was dried coconut leaf and start to kinda out the fire from him, right? The cat was on fire, guys, right? Whilst he was running, so he was on fire alive. So he came home and we started to tend to his wounds and see what we could do for him, right? His skin was burned out. You will see his, not flesh per se, but like if somebody remove your skin layer, like this layer of skin here, you would see like a pink layer underneath now. And all you know what I'm talking about. That's how his skin was. His fur was burned, and it was just really horrible. And yeah, so this cat came home. We tried to tend to him as much as we could. It was around Christmas time. I think he came home for Christmas Eve. And he was, remember, he don't have fur, so he is cold, right? It was really, really horrible. He wasn't even able to like go number 2 the way he was injured. So it was horrible. It was horrible. He was in pain and he was suffering. And like I don't think he could have gotten any help to become better. But we tried our best, and so happened, I think after 1 day, 2 days he passed away. And that was my cat. Like him and I were really close because we just had a bond, a relationship, right? And like when he now came home, he was looking at me like he trying to tell me something now. Yeah, that was how he was looking at me, and everybody saw it because he was like he looking like he want to talk to you, And so happened, I thought he was going to pass away then, but he did not. And him and my neighbor had a cat that they got, and he was like the father because he was the older one. He took care of this cat that my neighbor had, and this cat and him were like close. So when he disappeared after we cleaned him and took care of him and stuff, the neighbor's cat went and was bawling meow meow and showed the neighbor where our cat went. And he called me and told me, well, look the cat down there, because I was looking for him because I wanted to know where he gone in his condition. And yeah, so we found him, we brought him back up and stuff, and we was just trying to see about him, but he didn't make it. But I am happy that he did not live to suffer too long. He did suffer in his end days, but he didn't suffer for too long, so I'm happy about that. Yes, I do miss him and stuff, but yeah. So that was the story, but let me give you all the information that you all will want to hear also. So how he got burned is this way. Basically, around my knee at that time didn't really have any mother cats, right? So he would make his way through the bush to go to another area around my area to find female cats. And when he was making his way through the bush, it have people would set manicure trap basically in the bush. Maniku, and I forget the next thing name, whatever. And apparently he got held in that trap. When the person did went to check their trap, trap. When the person did went to check their trap, they found him, and instead of letting him go or setting him free, they used the kind of, I think it's bob spray, and they, sprayed him with it and then set him on fire and open the cage and let him go, basically. Because, mind you, this was the second time this had happened to a cat. At time, my neighbor's cat on the other side had went missing, and when he did return home, we found his head basically was burnt, but it was more on his top of his head, so he had bad injuries, but not bad to the extent of his whole body as compared to my cat that I had, right? So that was the second time it happened, and apparently that is what he does. He would normally catch them in a cage by mistake, and I don't know if he just be angry when he find them or something, and he, instead of letting them go, he would keep them there for them to draw down and get small. So he wouldn't feed them any food because these cats would return very small. He wouldn't feed them any food. He would keep them enclosed and trapped in a cage, and then he would burn them. Tell me if you have any humanity left in you to be doing an animal that. That is just wrong in so many ways that I cannot explain nor name it. I was distraughted as to what had happened. I didn't like it. I really didn't like what had happened, right, guys? But during that time, animal cruelty wasn't so big. I don't even think it's so big in Trinidad right now. I might be wrong. You all could comment below and let me know. But this person, well, I'll tell you all after. But I still didn't wish nothing on him, right? But basically, I couldn't do nothing, because if you did report it, it's not nothing would happen. You understand? So it would just be wasting your time. And so happened, I heard that this person who would do these cruel things had cancer. And I'm not going to say it good for him at all, because anybody could get cancer, right? But that is why you must look at what you're doing and try to do good in your heart and do stuff that is beneficial for others and yourself, instead of doing things that makes no sense, and being cruel for no reason like that, not helping you in any way. You understand? So guys, I know the story was sad, cruel, brutal, devastating. I honestly went through a lot of phones that's gone through because of water. So it's not I have pictures to insert in the screen. But yes, guys, basically that is what happened, and that is how the whole story played off, and the reason as to behind how the cat was set on fire, right? And yeah, how do I know this? My brother-in-law and they are hunters. They go into the bush, they see the traps and stuff, so yeah, they see the traps, so they know. And then my other neighbor, he kind of investigated into the matter after what had happened to his cat. So that is how we came to know the full story and as to what exactly had happened and took place. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this, and RIP to my angel in the sky, my popo, my baby. That was my kitty. So RIP to him. But yes, guys, that's basically the story times video, and don't be cruel and don't be mean for no reason, guys. Don't even be mean for a reason. Just let it go, and just remember that we do not fight against flesh and blood, but against darkness in high places, guys. Alright? So with that being said, bye guys.